I feel like I've always had a message, I've always had a heart, I've always had talent at a certain level. It's just now, how do I get the world to see that? You know, I don't want to just be a caveman, you know, someone with great potential, with a great mind, with a great future, but it's in a cave. And that's the best it will ever be, is what they can use in that cave, rather than use the resources around that cave to get me out to another island.
Send versus a monkey of Dutch and you just showed up. I ain't turning nothing down, I'ma turn up. Switch lines, answer your call, stop hanging the phone up. Hope they hold the water, just start making the confessions of what you throw up. Let's go, bruh. Many people die for their faith. How many guys you know came down and died in their place? Y'all tripping, your faith is a shoelace. Scientology, biology, can't surpass people with theology. He belongs on the top of the pizza top will be. Lamar Riddick, I love y'all, man. Appreciate y'all listening.
My name is Lamar Riddick. I'm a hip-hop artist, and I rap about truth, I rap about life, and I rap about Jesus. So that's what I do in its entirety, and I enjoy music and I love music. Basically, my process is, first, I want to think about what message am I going to convey. Usually educating or empowering or entertaining are my 3 E's that I look for. Usually you get the best songs when they're all 3 there. You can be educated, empowered, and entertained. I feel like those are the greatest songs. From that point, you know, I sit down, I choose a producer or a production company, I get a track, and I begin to let the track speak to me. A lot of people do it differently. They say, I'm going to write about this, this is going to be it, this is the track. I kind of do it vice versa. I get the track and I say, I may want to talk about this, but I feel like this track is conveying this emotion. So with this emotion, what can I talk about and how can it still be entertaining but also meaningful? All right, so after that point, you write it. Then after you write it, you practice it. A lot of people skip that part. You practice it over and over, and then you record. After I record, I send it to Nico, mixing engineer, and then I send it to a guy named Vaughn that I know in Pittsburgh to be mastered. And after it's mastered, I'll get it copywritten. So that whole process is what I have learned to take before I release anything. Creativity has to be there, the writing has to be there, the production has to be there, the mixing, the mastering, the publishing, the copyrights, and then promotion. All those things go into one song. You know, my grandma and mom, I stayed with them early years of my life. I always made sure I was in church. But, I mean, it was just that. It was just church. You know, I was there because I was being obedient. But when I was 12 years old, I never forget, you know, you have certain churches where they have 3 services where it's, 7 o'clock, 10, and maybe at 12. But then you have other churches where it's just one service, but it goes for 8 hours. And I went to that service that day, and I was blown out of my mind. But I went there, and that night, I just remember them talking about who Jesus was and why he died on the cross, and realizing that I'm an imperfect person. So ever since I was 12 years old, you know, I've really been following Jesus. He's turned my life around. It's just really been a big teaching session up until this age, and I just incorporated that with my music. I love kids, you know, students. I'm really passionate about students and letting them know about Jesus and incorporating the gospel of Jesus Christ into a way that it's attractive and it doesn't repel people from listening, because ultimately that's what I want them to know. I want them to know Jesus. I want them to know God. But I have to create the music in a way that it is intriguing and engaging to, wow, I don't care what he says, I want to hear it. And when I hook them, then they can hear what I really want to say. So I definitely want to be an impact on that level years from now.